Con nombre del Dios. In the name of Hashem. Okay.
Nombre, its name?
Nombre is name, exactly.
It's not number.
Heading toward Rainier Avenue, where we're going to make a right turn and go all the way to our first stop on 14th and Washington. Turn.
Yeah, I come here practically. I come here every day, so they gave me a job.
You all saw where we picked up Steve at the Seattle Sephardic congregation. The nearest post office is right down this little narrow street coming up right here on the right, and it's always full of cars and you can hardly find a place to park there, and that's what we have to go through to go to the post office here.
Temporary.
It's temporary?
Yeah, they're gonna rebuild the old one, and they're gonna get the post office one building, and then Trader Joe's maybe the main thing.
I hope you're right.
That's what I heard.
Okay. 14th and Washington, which is our first stop. Are we going to be able to park, Paula?
I'll see once I get up there.
Okay.
If I can maneuver over,
All right.
I will.
Ike the mic.
Oh, okay.
The mic.
Okay. Okay, it's back behind us where the big open space is. There used to be a 13th Avenue. Right now we're on 14th. And the next street over is 12th Avenue. But there used to be a 13th Avenue, and Washington is the little street that we just came down. So 13th and Washington is where the old Ashkenazic Bikur Holim was housed in a large house for their synagogue, and it became the site of the first home of the Sephardic Bikur Holim synagogue in Seattle. It was purchased from the Ashkenazic Bikur Holim in the year 1916. Its first leader was Rabbi Solomon Azose, or Azuz as they were originally known, and he was from the little village of Marmara in the island of Marmara in Turkey, and he passed away in December 1919, and he was succeeded by his brother, Rabbi Isaac Azose, and that was my paternal grandfather, and he succeeded him in 1929. The site is now part of this large grassy area belonging to Bailey Gatzert School on the right. This was named after the first and only Jewish mayor of Seattle.
Oh, really?
Okay.
What's his name again?
Bailey Gatzert. Bailey with a G. Gatzert. By the way, I'm going to use the name Ashkenazic Bikur Holim, although its legal name at the time was only Bikur Holim, because the reason I'm doing that is to distinguish between the house of prayer of the Ashkenazic Jews, who had come to Seattle long before the Sephardic Jews did, and to distinguish between them and the house of prayer of the Sephardic Jews, which official name was Sephardic Bikur Holim. Okay, so the Ashkenazim's synagogue was known only as Bikur Holim, but I'm going to call it, in order to distinguish between the Ashkenazic Jews and the Sephardic Jews, Ashkenazic Bikur Holim, Sephardic Bikur Holim. And now we're going to go on to, we're on 14th now, we're going to cross Yesler Way, and we're going to stop at 14th and 1st Street, the next street after Yesler Way. Yesler is one of the main streets in Seattle, and one of the main streets in the old central area. So we are now stopped at the light at Yesler Way. We're going to go 1 block to Washington Hall. Washington Hall is this building right here. We need to stop if we can.
Yeah, I got cars behind.
Oh, you got cars behind
pull
you.
into this drive?
Okay,
I'll
can we pull in?
here. Yeah.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
How she's gonna get down, we don't know, but she can get in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that she can back her out
Yeah.
again. So this Washington Hall was used as the site of the Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur New Year services of Congregation Ezra B'Seret, whose members came from the island of Rhodes, but just for Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. An increase in the membership prompted the congregation to make plans to erect a large sanctuary. But one of the things that prompted that was in Yom Kippur of the year 1916, when they were which was on Shabbat that year, as they were having Yom Kippur services in Washington Hall on the second floor, and 1 block away from the home that they were using as their original house of worship. And on Saturday afternoon, October 7th of 1916, they were in the middle of prayers, Yom Kippur prayers. And the management here at Washington Hall told them, "You're going to have to leave right now because we have a dance scheduled here for this evening." And they kicked them out that day. So in essence, they were forced to leave without being given time to complete their services. So that only increased their determination, and they wanted for sure to build their own synagogue, and they started collecting funds to do that. I'm assuming they were able to use Washington Hall again the next year for the overflow, since Yom Kippur did not fall on Shabbat that following year. 1 second. Also, they did finish their synagogue the following year in 1918, and it was dedicated only 1 block up from here on First Street. And they dedicated it on June 9th, 1918. And now we're going to go back to First Street and make a left on Fur, go 1 block, and we're going to see the home, or the not the original building, but where the original Ezra B'Seret synagogue was located. This upcoming corner on the right-hand side, towards the east, in that direction, is where Ezra B'Seret had their synagogue.
Right here? This building?
Yeah, that building in front of us, whatever it is. No, we're going to go straight ahead.
Okay.
Okay. What is it, a church right
Yeah,
now?
it's a Baptist.
Goodwill Missionary Baptist Church.
That was Ezra B'Seret?
Okay, that was Ezra, well, no, not this building, but this was the location of the old Ezra B'Seret. Okay. Okay.
There was another building.
Yeah. Now the former site of the old Ezra B'Seret was torn down, and it's now, as we saw, Goodwill Missionary Baptist Church. Current Ezra B'Seret Synagogue is in the Seward Park area in southeast Seattle. The lot on which they were considering to build the synagogue in the future would have had its front entrance on South Brandon Street. If we can stop right here for just a moment. It was scheduled to have the original entrance on Brandon Street, but they consequently received a Brandon Street address, which they have till today, 5217 South Brandon Street. But most of you who have been to the Ezra B'Seret know that its entrance is on Wilson Avenue. Initially, they had in mind to build an all-purpose social hall, and as the name implies, it was to be used for Shabbat services and holiday and fast day services, in addition to weddings and bar and bat mitzvahs and other types of occasions. The actual sanctuary of the synagogue was dedicated in November 1970. It was added to their all-purpose social hall, and the main entrance, as I said, is currently on Wilson Avenue. Now, we're on 16th Avenue, but if we go ahead 1 more block between 17th and 18th, we're still on First Street, remember. Look at all the things that are happening on First Street. between 17th and 18th Avenue, they had another Sephardic synagogue by the name of Ahavat Achim, which means brotherly love. That building is still there. We're going to go straight ahead, Paula. And in the middle of the street on the left-hand side is that long building which is still there, I believe.
This one here on the
No,
left?
not this one. Let's see. I think it's the next one up from here. Oh, I guess they added to the building, or did they?
It's a church now?
Yeah.
Yeah, what does it say?
Church of Jesus Christ.
So they may have knocked down the old Abadahim. Okay. Now we're going up to 18th, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now I want to go back down to the right, to go back to Yesler Way this time, because we're going to go to 17th and Yesler, and we're going to see when the Ashkenazic Jews sold their home on 13th and Washington to the Sephardic Jews, they built this gorgeous, gorgeous new synagogue on 17th and Yesler.
Who did?
The Ashkenazic Jews.
That one, yes.
Yeah.
Wow, that one? Yeah.
This is not it here. It's down one block
One block.
to the right. This is 18th Avenue. Oh, by the way, as long as we're here, on the right here, there was a Takuta drugstore where a Japanese fellow owned it, and we used to come here all the time to get ice cream, shakes, and whatnot. On this side, there was a hardware store by an Armenian from Turkey who spoke Turkish also with his friends, and he was able to speak with them in Turkish, and they always bought from him. Here is the currently the Langston Hughes Performing Arts Center, which was the original Ashkenazic Bikur Cholim. Let's make a left turn, and then we'll make a U-turn and come back. Take a look at this. This was built by a fellow, an Ashkenazic Jew by the name of B. Marcus Priteka, a very famous architect who built the Palomar Theater and several other theaters and other synagogues around the U.S.
Now, Ike, was this part of the original on the back end, or was it added on?
The back, oh, you mean this here?
Yes, this.
I don't recall the little building here, but I do
Yeah, the
recall.
white part?
Yeah, the white part.
That was added on
Yeah,
after?
it was added on afterwards. If we can make a
Yeah, I'll just go
U-turn
around.
here, or, yeah, good.
So that was the Ashkenazi.
Ashkenazic Bikur Cholim. And they were here for years and years and years.
When did they move? Do you know?
Yes, they moved to the Sewer Park area in about 1967. I'm going to mention that a little bit later. So they were here for a good period of time.
A bigger community than the Sephardic?
Yes, much bigger than the Sephardic Jews. Much, much bigger. In that PowerPoint presentation that I give specific figures about how many Sephardic Jews there came at different times during the first years.
This is gorgeous still.
Yes, it is. It's gorgeous. It's very well kept and very well maintained.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love the colors. Can you get by that later?
Yeah, I don't know. She parked out kind of far from there.
Architect Priteka was also involved peripherally in the design of the current Seward Park home, a Sephardic Bikur Cholim in the Seward Park area, but it was an associate of his by the name of Bernard Sturzer that did the...
She's coming to
Who's coming?
She's going to move her car. Yeah.
move her car.
Yeah, she's out of ways.
Oh,
Yeah. It's your mirrors too. Yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't want her car crashed.
Did they have a hole here too?
did they have what?
A hall? Like
hall?
a social
Yeah,
hall?
they had a social hall, yes, a big social hall.
If you go in inside, do you see anything from the synagogue?
I have not been inside there since it was turned over to Langston Hughes.
Was it
Okay.
down here?
Now we're going to turn right again and go up to 18th.
Yeah, it's a performing arts center.
I mentioned to you that on now would be on the left side of the corner. This next corner would be Takuta Drugstore, where several Jewish teenagers, both Sephardic and Ashkenazic, would go to order fountain drinks and ice cream and the like. And the right-hand side was the hardware store of Kirkor, who was an Armenian, not Jewish at all, but he was able to speak Turkish to the Sephardic Jews who knew Turkish. And on the opposite corner is the original, not Brenner Brothers Bakery, where we are right now, but it was the original Brenner Bakery. It was the father of the Brenner brothers and one sister that took over from their father, but on this corner, it was Abe Brenner that opened up his first bakery.
In the right side, to the left side.
On the right side, right here.
Right side.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
that's right. Okay, let's continue.
You see, Vito.
Yeah. This is my building.
Yeah, Vito worked with the Brenners many
Yeah.
years.
Very nice.
Okay. Now, as we come to 19th, on the left-hand side,
No.
Keep going straight.
yeah, just keep going straight, please. We're going to make a left when we come to 20th, but I need to talk about some of the places here.
Okay.
In the middle of the block here on the left-hand side, we had Alex Leaf, who was the barber for all of the men in Seattle, Ashkenazic and Sephardic, right in here someplace. And then right next to him was a Behor Candioti, had a candy store. And then stop if you can. I don't know if you can, but
Yeah, I can't really.
Oh,
There's a lot
boy.
of cars behind me.
okay, left turn here. All right, park over here if you
Yeah,
can. Okay. Well, looking back again on the left-hand side, on the corner was the grocery store of my uncle Jack Myman. I have a picture of myself standing outside the grocery store. It says Jack's Grocery, which was the name of his grocery. And further down, going back towards 18th, the next store, or it wasn't a store, it was actually a coffee house that was owned by a man called Abram Amon, who lived just one block up here. His house was here, and he had a coffee house where he would sell Turkish coffee, and men would sit and play cards and play backgammon, tavli, sheshbesh, as they called it. And next to him was that candy store of Behor Candioti that I told you about. We're going to come back down here. Hopefully we can make a U-turn and come back down. But for right now, I want to go straight up towards 20th. And we're going to make a left on 20th. And again, we'll be on First Street. And hopefully we can park there because that's an important place.
We'll have to find a spot.
See if we can
This
find
one
a spot.
right here?
This one right here.
Yeah.
Stop for just a moment.
Go right over.
Stop for just a moment. This is the old Sephardic Bikur Holem Synagogue on your left. And we can see the front of it as soon as we move up a little bit.
Okay.
Okay? Thank you so much. It's now called Tolliver Temple. Can we make a left here?
Yes.
Okay, good. And I hope we can park behind that car if we can, so we can see.
Yeah, I'll just actually pull right over here. Be out of the way.
Oh, there's the door. Oh, look, there's
Oh, let me go up further so they can see the doors.
Oh,
Because the doors are neat looking. They still have the star on them. and-
okay, okay.
Yeah. I could pull over up here.
After the Sephardic Jews sold, remember they bought the house that housed the Ashkenazic Bikur Holem on 13th and Washington? So after they sold that they had bought from the Ashkenazic Jews, they came here in 1929. They had their groundbreaking here, and I spent a good part of my life here at this Sephardic Bikur Holem.
It's still a temple.
It's called a temple, the Tolliver Temple. But the Sephardic Jews broke ground in 1929, and they dedicated the building in 1930, a year later. It remained the spiritual home of the Jews that emigrated from Turkey until the early 1960s, when they dedicated their new and current synagogue on the corner of 52nd Avenue South and South Morgan in the Seward Park area, just across the street from what is now known as BCMH, Biker Cholim Machzikei Adat, that went out there in 1957. Okay. So I want to go down here and make a right and then another right, because we're going to show them the old, as soon as Joanne comes back.
You heard something.
That's right.
Read on that. Right there, straight in. Boom. There.
The doors there? Yeah. How many times have I walked up those steps? The right side here, towards the back, was the Midrash. The main sanctuary was on the left-hand side.
So why didn't we take the doors? They're beautiful doors.
Yeah.
Those are beautiful doors.
Yeah.
We sold them.
You sold them?
There used to be a little pool in the back.
It's a church now, right?
It is a church.
Pool or mikveh pool?
Huh?
Pool or mikveh pool?
No mikveh at all, just a pool. Yeah, we threw away our sins on tashlich, right.
Did you have a mikvah?
We did not have you call it a mikvah, but if you take a look at the Hebrew, under the vav they've got the 3 dots, which in Hebrew is pronounced eh. So the real pronunciation is mikveh. Okay? Let's make a right turn here.
Right turn?
Yes. We're going to go up to Spruce and make another right turn. And over here we used to have Gay's Bakery, and there used to be a butcher shop by a fellow by the name of Stern on the right-hand side of the street.
Was the butcher shop here?
Yeah, someplace right here, yes.
Yeah, and
right
then
here.
it was, yeah.
Exactly.
Because I remember years ago,
You remember that?
yeah,
Wow.
years ago, I
Okay.
came up here and bought meat, yeah.
Was the kosher meat? No.
No,
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't, okay.
no.
Paula was
Okay.
kosher then.
No.
We're going to turn right here, Paula.
Right?
Yeah, we're going down to 20th and Spruce. Boy, this is very narrow here. They allow parking on both sides of the street. When I was growing up, there might have been 5 or 6 cars on the whole street here.
Wow.
And now, no.
Yes, we are coming up now on the Herzl Synagogue, just 1 block north of the old Sephardic Bikur Cholim. This was originally built as an Orthodox synagogue with Rabbi Baruch Shapiro as its head.
Really?
Yes. Herzl Synagogue changed its affiliation to the conservative movement in 1932. So Herzl congregation later affiliated with Ner Tamid conservative congregation. We're going to make a right and go back to Yesler.
Is that it? What is this?
This is it here on the corner.
Right here?
Yes, this is it. Just stop for a moment here so that they can see it's a gorgeous, gorgeous building.
Wow.
Big, huge.
Oh my.
That used to be hers.
Yeah, so yes, it used to be the Herzl congregation. Like I said, it was Orthodox until 1932, and in 1932 there was a Rabbi Lang that became the new rabbi of the Herzl Conservative Synagogue or Conservative Congregation. And now they merged with Ner Tamid Conservative Congregation, and they built, and today it's still there, a beautiful sanctuary on Mercer Island across the street from the Strom JCC on East Mercer Way.
Was that when the conservative movement started in the 30s?
Oh, no, it'd be well before that.
Oh.
Okay.
What is here now?
School.
School.
Classical Christian
Classical
school.
Christian school.
You know, it was like the Odessa Brown Clinic and,
Yeah,
and a couple of things since
it's
then.
gone through a few iterations.
Yes.
We're going to go back down to 20th and Yesler, where I told you was the grocery store of my uncle, Jack Myman, which they call Jack's Grocery. And I want to show you the apartment building that was across the street, straight. Yeah, okay, we're going to go around this and straight down. The apartment building where many, many, many Jews of the community, Ashkenazic and Sephardic, lived. My grandmother, Myman, lived there for a long time. She lived across the street from her son, Jack Myman. And a kitty corner from Jack's Grocery, on the other side of the street there, on the left-hand side, was another Sephardic grocery store called the Economy Grocery that was owned by a fellow called Albert Uziel. Albert Uziel.
Albert Museum?
Right.
You want me to go straight, right?
No, we can make a left here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was Albert O'Zeal the baker?
No, not that I know of.
One of them was a baker.
I'm not sure of that, Albie. So we're going to be going back north on Yesler Way. Remember, everything's taking place, other than Spruce, where we just saw the Herzl, everything is taking place on Yesler Way or Fur, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, up on 23rd, I better give you some advance notice. On 23rd and Yesler Way, which is just 3 blocks up, on the right-hand side is the old fire station that served our community for many, many years. It's no longer in use, but the building is still there. And then kitty corner from the fire station is the old Yesler Library. And that's where everybody that utilized a library, all the school kids like myself, all the grade school kids, the high school kids, they all went to use that library.
Is the building still up?
Yes, the building is still there and still in use. It's called the Douglas Truth Library right now.
Oh, so it's still a light.
Right. So the fire station here, this is the old fire station, and kitty corner is the library. And if we look down to the left on 23rd, in the middle on the left-hand side was the site of Lipman's Bakery. And that was another bakery that we had that was in contention with the Brenner Brothers Bakery. So this is the library, and I want you to stop at the next corner if you can.
Okay.
If not, because this is the home of, was the home of 24th Avenue Market, which was the grocery store of my uncle Ben Sion Myman. Okay. This, okay.
Right here on this.
Yeah, let's just park right here to the left if you can. Yeah. If you can take a look behind you, there used to be a big building there, a big long building, didn't have a second floor, and on the corner was 24th Avenue Market. It was owned by my uncle Ben Sion Myman. He was the brother of Jack Myman, who had the grocery down on 20th Avenue, and he originally bought that from a fellow by the name of, with a family by the name of Jack Funes. The two of them bought it together, and then Jack Funes went on to bigger and better things. He got into finance and became a very rich man, and Ben Sion, or Sam Myman as he was known, took his younger brother Isaac, that went into business as his partner in that store, and they served primarily the Sephardic community, and they had all kinds of Sephardic goods that were imported. I can't tell you what they all were, but he was very, very popular. Okay? Let's, yeah, I don't know, yeah, let's go all the way around the block.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to go to the left or the right?
We're going to go to the right.
Okay.
Down to 25th and then right again.
Okay.
No, we're going to go to 26th, forgive me. Remember when I said Rabbi Shapiro was the rabbi of the old Herzl? What did he do after he wasn't essentially chased out of there, but he had some place to go? He had built the Mahazikei Hadat synagogue that we're coming to now. This is 25th Avenue, and I used to live near the corner of 25th and Yesler. The house that I lived in is still there, but we're not going to go down 25th. It's a second house from the corner.
To the right?
Yeah, we're going to go down to 26th to see the synagogue.
Okay.
But you live down here.
I live down here, the second house on the right-hand side from yesterday.
Good.
Oh, from yesterday.
Yeah.
Nice area.
Mr. Charhon used to live down here, Reverend Charhon, I should say. Now, slow down before you get to the corner. I want them to be able to see the building, the old Mahazikei Adat building is still there.
Where? On the corner
It's
there?
coming up on the corner. It's a red brick building. You can see it now on the left-hand side. You see it?
Yeah.
You see all those stones? They still have Jewish names on them, if I'm not mistaken. If somebody wants to get out for just a moment. Yeah, turn to the right here. Oops, okay.
That's what I look.
Yeah, see it?
Okay, see if you can see some Jewish names on there.
Yeah, the Rabinovich and
Oh my.
Rosenthal,
Rosenthal.
Carrie Rothstein,
Yeah, Rosenthal.
Debbie Brenner, Minikoff. Let me see what it is.
So its head, remember, was Rabbi Baruch Shapiro, and many of the Sephardic Bikur Cholim members used to go from 20th and Fur on the evening of Simchat Torah after their own services to participate in the services of their Ashkenazic brethren here in this building. So it amalgamated later with Ashkenazic Bikur Cholim, which is now known as Bikur Cholim Mahazikei Hadat, and the initials are BCMH. That's why they call it BCMH. Okay? But this was the last of the Orthodox synagogues in the old central area. It is currently known as the Church of God in Christ. So,
Yeah. Well, there's Hyman Feinberg, I see that.
oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Lena.
Bessie Brenner.
Some of the people from the bus have gotten up to go and take a look at the stones on the side of the building with the Hebrew names or Jewish names. I'm not sure what
It's
it
a
is.
church.
It
It's
is-
a, you know,
it must
it's called
be
the
a
upper room, but it's a, yeah, it's a church.
Before in
now.
this area, a lot of Jewish.
Yes. Oh, this was full of Jews in this area. The whole area.
Now,
Yes. Now, no.
I lived a few blocks away
Yeah, you
From here,
Heaven's sake.
where did you live?
26th Avenue,
26th and what?
Down that way.
Marion.
And Marion. Oh, that's quite a ways down. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, I know.
I think my doctor used to go here.
Uh-huh.
Paul Rubin.
Oh, yeah, Dr. Rubin, yes. He served a lot of the Sephardic Jews, a lot of them.
I remember Rabbi Myman used to go to him.
Absolutely.
He did.
Yes. And he used to make house calls as well.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right, he did.
Me too.
It's a gorgeous building. Wow. But the Sephardic-
26th Avenue, wherever that
Are we
is.
on 26?
Yeah, we're on 26.
Is this Alder now?
Let's see, that is 3.
Oh, yes, okay, okay, good.
3 is
Yeah.
this one, so
Okay, so it's got to be down a little bit, I
this
think.
way.
No, we're going to the left. We're going to pass Garfield High School to 23rd and then the right.
Okay.
We're coming up on Garfield High School, which takes up a lot of real estate. A lot of real estate. I went to Garfield. Practically everyone that lived in this general area, this greater area, went to Garfield High School. It's expanded, many, many times.
Wow. This is Garfield.
It is Garfield High School. We're going to see the main part of it as we come to 23rd and make a right turn.
It's a whole block.
Two blocks.
Yeah, 2. And this is Alder Street, and it goes all the way down to Cherry Street.
Who was Mr. Garfield?
No, they named it after the president of the United States, James Garfield.
James
Oh, you're kidding? Okay.
He was assassinated.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now take a look on your right. This is the main Garfield High School area. That's the old Providence Hospital. It's now part of Swedish. They call it Swedish Cherry Hill now.
Was there a swimming pool in this building?
It's down here on the corner.
No,
No, there never was, but they built a swimming pool over here.
there was a swimming pool someplace.
They built it over here
Over here.
separately. This building here is a swimming pool. This one that we're passing right now.
I remember, yeah, I
We're going to turn right on Cherry Street.
Providence was originally a Catholic hospital.
Yes, that's correct. They had nuns all over the place. Does that mean they had nothing all over the place? Nuns?
No, it was just none of your business.
Now we're turning right on Cherry Street, and we're going to pass another school that I went to as a young boy. I went to many, many elementary schools. I went to Rainier. I went to Washington when it was elementary school. I went to T.T. Minor. I went to Horace Mann, which is coming up on the left,
It's been painted.
the next block. Has it been painted? Yeah, it looks like it's got.
That's it, Horace Mann?
Yeah, that's Horace Mann, yeah. And then we're going to turn on 25th left because we want to see the original Talmud Torah building, which was the precursor of the Seattle Hebrew Academy, SHA. Okay.
Selma went to this school.
She went to Horace Mann?
Selma, yeah.
Uh-huh. That's your wife, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That looks like it's been well maintained.
Well maintained.
They let it go and then they just redid it like.
Redid it?
We're making a left right here.
12 years ago, yeah, they
Okay.
revamped it.
And we're coming up to what was the Seattle Talmud Torah, or Talmud Torah, on the right-hand side. Most recently, it was used as a Muslim school, believe it or not. But I believe they've left it, and they've got another location for it now. But take a good look at it. You probably want to take some pictures of this, possibly. I'm not sure. We never had this ramp at the time that I recall. What does it say there? Islamic School of Seattle?
Seattle.
Uh-huh.
So it's still
Islamic School of Seattle. But this was the original Seattle Talmud Torah.
You did? Charles? Charles went here.
I don't know if they're still, are they still occupying it?
School.
Was dedicated in 1930, and classes were held weekday afternoons and Sunday mornings. And in 1947, an Orthodox school, the Seattle Hebrew Day School, was established, and it later became the Seattle Hebrew Academy. In 1968, it was temporarily located on Rainier Avenue South, 5237 Rainier Avenue South, between Dawson and Brandon Streets. And approximately 4 years later, in 1972, it moved to its current location when it leased a former convent called Forest Ridge on Interlochen Drive before buying it in 1975. And in 1978, the high school, which they used to have in that same building with the elementary school, grades 10 to 12, separated from the lower grades, and it became known as Yeshivat or Hatzapon, the Light of the North. And in 1992, it changed its name to Northwest Yeshiva High School, and they moved to their current location on Mercer Island.
I don't know, it looks like it's closed, but there's still stuff in there though.
It does look unoccupied though. I don't.
Turn here, and then
Ike,
yes,
one
yes,
second.
yes.
I live 1 block away from here.
Oh, only 1 block? That was before. Oh, you said Marion.
Yeah,
Is that right?
26th Avenue.
Is that only 1 block away,
Yeah.
Marion?
Yeah.
Oh, very close to the school then.
Yeah. There was Sukkah over here.
Sukkah, where?
Right.
In the back here?
Yeah, in the back.
It's a big building. Take a look how big it is.
Here, you wouldn't have been in Sukkah
Right there,
here?
right there.
Yeah,
That was
wow.
used to do the Sukkah.
Yep.
How many years did you go there, Charles?
9 years.
9 years.
9 years.
Is that when you went with Mary, Jason, and the gang?
Yes.
Yeah.
At the big store close here. The name.
You want to go right?
I do want to go right, yes. And then we're going to make a left on Cherry.
Okay.
Do you remember Bluma's Delicatessen?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know exactly where it was located? Was it between 25th and 26th or 26th and 27th? Don't know exactly. Okay, but it was definitely in here. There was a delicatessen named Bluma's Delicatessen on that side of the street, and we used to come here and buy, you know, whatever we could get from the delicatessen. And we're going to continue on Cherry Street now, and go slowly, please. And on the left-hand side coming up is going to be what we called White Kosher Market. White Kosher, it was a meat market, and they sold fish there. And my uncle Jack Myman, who used to have the grocery store, and let's see if I can point it out. It was originally owned by a fellow by the name of Ike Azose, who also was at one time the Hazan of the Sephardic Bikur Holim. And before the street was known, that street coming up as Martin Luther King, it was known as Empire Way. And see there where the sign says, let's see if I can find it, the ZAGOL, that was White Kosher Market. Okay. And there was a drugstore on the corner. Can't remember the name of the drugstore, but it was Jewish, owned by a Jewish guy. And what's Golds? No, that doesn't sound. Lawson, I think it was. Lawson, don't you remember Lawson?
He brought it
Lawson's?
from
Yeah.
Gold.
Oh, from Goldsmith, okay. And across the street where it says King's Deli, that became Brenner Brothers Bakery before they went out to Bellevue on Bell Red Road. It's on the left-hand side of the street, and we're going to see it as soon as the light turns green and as we go across the street. It's a deli. Not, obviously not kosher. And we're going to go really slow as we come to 29th.
This deli was Brenner?
That was Brenner's. Oh, yeah.
Where's Brennan?
Now, how many of you knew Harry Varon as a butcher?
Yeah.
Okay. Later on, Roger Hirsch, his son-in-law, bought it from Harry, and they opened it up on Empire Way, which later became, as I said, Martin Luther King. Is this 29th?
Yes.
Okay, so right here on the corner was Harry Varon's butcher shop, and there also, where this building is, there was the Madrona Theater.
Yes.
Right to the right.
I used to go there.
Absolutely.
Which
Everybody
one was Harry
Everybody
there?
went there.
Harry's was on that one?
Huh?
Where was the butcher?
The butcher right here in the corner.
Oh, butcher.
Right.
then.
Well, the theater was there first. It was knocked down later, and then Harry opened up his butcher shop in the corner, in the building on the corner.
It used to be 10
Okay.
cents admission.
So this ends the tour of the Jewish houses of worship, the schools and the businesses utilized by both the Sephardic and Ashkenazi communities in the early 1900s in the Central District. And now we're going to go on our way to Madrona Beach or Madrona Park, where many of the Jews of the Central area attended picnics or went to swim, primarily in the summertime, of course, during the early years of the 20th century. The kitchen staff at Kleingallen has graciously provided us with a wonderful box lunch to wind up our tour. And many thanks to Joanne Angel for suggesting this tour once more. We actually did this tour about 2 years ago, not quite as extensive as this one, but Joanne was the one who remembered our last tour and suggested that we do it again with a new group of people who did not have a chance to come with us last time. And now, okay, you're. Now I need your cooperation because I have some song sheets. I have a new song.
Okay.
A few of you may remember it, but would you pass these out? See that they're passed out to everybody? There should be many more than we need. It's called Al Kol Ele. On one side, it's got all the Hebrew words. But if you don't know Hebrew, if you don't know Hebrew, on the opposite side, it's got a transliteration of the Hebrew words. And to the right of that, it's got a translation. Okay? This song, which I consider to be very, very beautiful, was composed by a very prolific woman by the name of Naomi Shemer. She was the one who also composed Yerushalayim Shel Zahav. I'm sure you all know that, right? Da 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 da. She composed this one also, Al Kol Ele. So if you know the Hebrew, look at the Hebrew. If you don't, turn it over to the back where it says transliteration and where it says refrain in the box. The next time you see the word refrain, we have to come back to that box. Are you with me? Okay. Al hadvash ve'al ha'oketz, al hamar ve'amatok, al bitenu hatinoket, shmor eli hatov, al ha'esh hamevoeret, al hamayim hazakim, al ha'ish hashav habaita min hamerchakim, al kol ele, al kol ele, shmor na li eli hatov, al hadvash ve'al ha'oketz, al hamar ve'amatok, al nata akor natua, al tishkach et hatikva, hashiveni ve'ashuva el haaretz hatova, shmor eli al ze habayit, al hagan, al hahoma, miyagon, mipachad peta, umimilchama, shmor al hameat sheyesh li, al haor ve'al hataf, al hapri shelo hivshil od v'shene esa. Refrain. Al kol ele, al kol ele, shmor na li eli hatov, al hadvash ve'al ha'oketz, al hamar ve'hamatok, al nata akor natua, al tishkach et hatikva, hashiveni ve'ashuva el haaretz tova. Merashresh ilan baruach, merachok noshar kohav, mishalot libi bachoshech nirshamot עכשיו אנא שמור לי על כל אלה ועל אהובהשתי, על השקט, על הבכי ועל זה אשיר, על כל אלה, על כל אלה שמור נא לי אלי הטוב, על הדבש ועל העוקץ, על המר והמתוק, על נטע עקור נטוע, אל תשכח את התקווה, השיבני ואשובה אל הארץ הטובה. Wonderful, wonderful. You're all at, you can keep the sheet you were given, unless you don't want to, then you can turn it in. But you're more than welcome to keep it. Maybe we can sing it again when we get to Madrona.
Yeah, let's do it in Madrona.
Would that be all right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We would love to.
Now, Madrona was one of the parks or beaches that the whole community, Sephardim and Ashkenazim, used to go to when they wanted picnics on Sunday. We never thought about going to all the way down to Seward Park at the time, which was still there, But we were very close to Madrona. A lot of us didn't have transportation, or we used to take the trolley to come down to Madrona and enjoy ourselves every summer.
Beautiful. Wow, perfect place to end our tour.
A perfect place to end our tour, and to have our lunch as well.
You better believe it. Yeah. That's waiting for us.
We are blessed to have such a treasure as Lake Washington here in Seattle. Take a look at Lake Washington in front of you. It is gorgeous. And Madrona is right here. We're just about there.
Wow. So now I see why you did. You just couldn't, even if you walked down the hill.
Yeah. But they probably walked down Leshai Hill to come. Yeah. Leshai is very close to us here. Oh my gosh, there are a lot of people here already. We not be able to find any place to get. I think there's one table open or two tables open. Maybe we can use those.
Let me go out and
Can you
case a couple.